Okay, simple recipe, class number 8. Today we're gonna prepare simple recipe of lamb chop with some baby potatoes. You could pick two colors, the baby potatoes, the red ones, the white ones, all in the same dish. The more color, the prettier the dishes. And I have these baby peppers. Everything is prepped to go. This is my lamb chop. The onions, for this particular dish we'll be making, I want the big chunks of onion. So you basically have them and then have them again, quarter them. Because we're not looking for onion puree in this dish, we're looking for nicely cooked, delicious to the bite onions. As we'll go, you'll see why. Okay, all of these ingredients I'm working with, these seasonings, there is a spoon here for that. Half a tablespoon. Some of the seasonings like garlic, we could do a full tablespoon. We'll show you. Okay, so I want my meat seasoned a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the garlic. We're gonna put a full tablespoon of garlic. Not even. You see that? Taco spice. It doesn't matter what seasonings you guys use. You could get as creative, half a tablespoon. As creative as you want. There's different seasonings different people like on different meat. So it's up to you. I have the paprika. I believe this is a chili paprika, like a spicy one. We're gonna do 1/3 of the spoon. And we're going to the cumin. Cumin, you just want the tip of the spoon. The tip, the very tip of the spoon. Okay? And the last but not least, now this is what I prefer because I like spiciness, but you don't have to go with this if you don't want to. But I'm gonna put some of the crushed red pepper, the one they use in pizzerias. Okay, it'll give a nice flavor to the meat and the dish. And a little bit kick, a little spice, not much. You don't want to go too much. 1/3 of the spoon. 1/3, that's it. Okay, I believe my oil is heating up here. I got my fire all the way up. Now I'm gonna remove this because the oil is really hot. You could see it smoking a little bit. You don't want to burn the oil. Once you see a little bit of smoke, good to go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put my onion right into my meat. This way they'll balance cooking together. Onion and meat could go in together when you have big chunks like this. This is one of the reasons we want big chunks. I could cook it with this meat together and don't over mush the onions while the meat is not cooked yet. Understand? They'll cook pretty much evenly and it'll taste good. So here I'm gonna put the onion in my meat. For those of you guys at home cooking, not sure the oil is hot enough to cook, remember, if the oil is not hot enough and you put your meat and potato in there, they will mush. They won't really get that fried, crispy consistency. So this is how you test it. Don't go crazy, you could get hurt. A little bit of water. You wet your finger on the sink, put it on top of this. Oh wow, look at that, perfect. And carefully, not from top, above, so you get splashed with oil, hot oil. You literally want to touch the metal ball with the pot right here. Look, I put it right down. And I'm letting this food slide in here. Slide right in there, that's it. Now what you want to do with this stuff here, if you want to, you can take some of the oil with a spoon, put it in here, rinse it all out, put it back in. That's it. Okay, now guys, when I put my food in here, I do not touch it for a few minutes, at least 5 to 7 minutes. We don't want to touch it because we need color, right? We don't want to constantly stir this. So after like 7 minutes almost now, I will go ahead and stir this. And it's coming to be very pretty. Look how the colors, look how beautiful. That's a nice lamb chop right here. right? The seasonings we put, it gives nice color. That's another reason I like seasoning a little bit, because it does give that beautiful, beautiful color. And only about 20 to 25 minutes into cooking this, we're gonna add the peppers and potatoes. The reason for that is, if we will add everything together at one time, we won't have the fried dish no more. We will have steamed dish, because it will be too much mass into one pot and it will just steam up on you. In order for us to get color and to have a different procedure, that's called crispy fried lamb chop with potatoes, there is a two-step process. We're gonna cook onions and lamb chop to at least 50% cooked, maybe less than 25 minutes, maybe about 15 minutes. Then we're gonna add the rest of the meal, potato and peppers. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it one more stir, and after I stir it, 3 minutes later, I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest. As I'm stirring it, I got the heat. The whole time I'm cooking here, I have the heat all the way up. Not halfway, not quarter way, all the way up. Because there's a lot of food in this pan, like I said. We don't want to steam it. We want it to keep frying. Nice. I like how it's coming out. I'm very happy with it. Okay. Let's see. I say I give it 5 minutes before I add potatoes. I want the lamb chop to be a little more crispy. Okay. We are now officially where we want to be with this. It is about 50% cooked only. It's just nice on the outside because my heat is all the way up. Remember, guys, I told you, if I'm gonna cut this in the middle, you'll see it will bleed and still raw in the middle. You see the onion is not all the way cooked neither. It's all even. I'm ready now. Remember, guys, when I put this stuff in here, we don't want to stir it right away. We don't. Remember, we stirred it before we put this potato in there? That's for a purpose, because we want the meat to cook a little more till we start stirring it, because this little potatoes will cook fast. So I'm going to put it on. Here we go. We are not stirring it, right? I'm going to just spread it out like this and let it rest for about 5-7 minutes before we stir it. Okay, I stirred it a couple of times already. I would say like 5-7 minutes between the stir. Altogether, after I added potatoes and peppers, maybe total more time of cooking this, at least 15 more minutes, no more. It also depends on how well you want the meat. You understand? So you guys got to cook it the way you like it. If you want it raw, it's much faster process, and so on. And this is just pretty. It comes out really pretty, really good. I want it this way, and it's perfect. You see what happens here when I put seasoning, and when you cook this properly, when you stir this the right way, when you know the steps to make the perfect frying dish, you should have this. You see my onion? It's caramelized. It's called caramelization of onion. It looks like a candy almost. And we're ready. I'm turning my heat off. Boom. At this point, when you turn it off, it will still sit here, simmer, so it'll finish cooking. That's why you want to turn it off. Okay? Bon appetit.